Hello, my name is Deja Lucetto, and I will be presenting today my final, the final part of this project for microeconomics class. So here, this is gonna be a little difficult. I'm also going to include the actual PowerPoint into the, Blackboard into attachments. That way you can also just follow along here if you would like. But here it's gonna start with, the title. So the title here that I chose today is Desk, the Art of Working. The reason I chose that is because I've been saying in like all of the assignments that it's called the desk organizer, which that is true. But here, the actual branding, especially you'll see on my advertisement that it is called desk. And then the art of working is just like a little slogan that I thought, was sweet and added some like a little touch of something. So yes, and then here we have why create this product. Now, the Smart Desk Organizer was created to address the need for a practical solution to workspace clutter, enhance productivity, meet consumer demand for sleek and functional products, innovate in the market, and create positive impact on users' work expectations, which is 100% true. It at the end of the day, like, this is something that I think it is a very tapped into market, but I do think it is a market that you can never go wrong with. And I think everybody's always needing something for their desks. And yeah, it's really just to help kind of, instead of having multiple different things, we could just have one. And I think that's perfect. Some facts: the materials needed would be plastic or wood, mainly for like the main body of it, and then metal or plastic for the wireless charging pad, LED lights, and a Bluetooth module, which this is just the basics. There would also be wiring and more technical and like technological advancements in it, but that would be the main thing, especially because there's LED lights and Bluetooth. Some of the fixed inputs would be the machinery and workspace, which makes sense. I mean, I'm gonna have to figure out where it would be in a factory, where we're gonna, distribute the product. The variable inputs would be the materials, which would be plastic, wood, and metal, or the labor, which of course then comes into mind of employees, how much it's going to take to rent a facility or a factory, how much it's going to take to pay the employees in a good manner, all of that, plus the cost of how much it's going to take to get all the materials, like all of that. So yeah. And then the cost analysis, I couldn't find definite numbers, just because with wood, plastic, metal, stuff like that, I read that it's always fluctuating, and so it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly, but I did find out, I believe I put it in one of the parts in this project, that I possibly could, depending on the fluctuality of the materials, I could sell it for $24 or $26 and still make a very good profit. So that kind of could give you something. But here I just added like all the different costs and what plus what divided by what would equal that, and that way if we did have the number, depending on the category that it's in, would just go there and fit, and that's just how it would work. Now here is the profit analysis. I'm not going to read it too much, but we have normal profit, accounting profit, economic profit. And here for normal profit, real quick, it just refers to the minimum level of profit necessary to keep the business operating. The accounting profit is the total revenue earned by a business minus the explicit costs incurred in producing and selling a product. And then the economic profit would be what takes into account both explicit and implicit costs, including the opportunity costs of the resources used. And then of course, like, there's so much more in depth in here, which of course is why I'm going to provide the actual PowerPoint. Here we just have discussing the product. We have the product market structure, the graph explanation, the price and quantity. For product market structure, for the Smart Desk Organizer, it is monopolistic competition. In this market structure, there are many firms producing similar but slightly different products. Each firm has some degree of market power due to product differentiation, but entry and exit barriers are low. And then the graph explanations, again, in a monopolistic competition market, the demand curve for the Smart Desk Organizer, aka Desk, will be downward sloping but relatively elastic due to the availability of substitutes. Then the price and quantity. The price charged for the Smart Desk Organizer will be determined based on consumer demand and the perceived value of the product's features and benefits. And of course, again, it goes way more into depth, but I don't want to stay here too long. And then more about product info. Here's just the long run. The long run production decision. In the long run, the decision to produce, exit, expand, or remain the same will depend on the various factors. Of course, it depends on how much are we making on profit, how many cells are we getting. It all is depending on certain circumstantial situations. But alternatively, if the product demonstrates strong demand and growth potential, the company may explore opportunities to expand its operations, invest in marketing efforts, and possibly introduce new products, new variants, new different, maybe smaller ones, bigger ones. If the company is taking off and the product itself is taking off, we could possibly look into different ways to produce different designs, different colors, and so on. The public good and externalities. The Smart Desk Organizer is not a public good as it is excludable. Consumers must purchase the product to use it, and rivalrous. One person's use diminishes the availability to others. However, it may generate positive externalities by improving workspace organization and productivity, benefiting not only the user but also coworkers and employers. My target audience. The target market here for the Smart Desk Organizer, aka Desk, includes professional students, individuals who value organization, productivity, and technology in their workspace. This may include office workers, entrepreneurs, freelancers, students, and anyone who uses a desk or workstation often. Which I believe is a lot of people, everyone. So it's a good market to be tapped into. By understanding the needs and preferences of this target market, the company can tailor its marketing efforts and product offerings to effectively reach and engage potential customers. And then lastly, it's just my ad. I'm not too sure if you can see that. It's also in part 3 of the project, but it is, of course, down here it says Desk, the art of working, and then it says now only $24, which again I could have went from 24 or 26. I just went with 24. And then I added just simple little details here where it says the sleek design, storage compartments, LED lights, Bluetooth, and more. Just little things. And then at the top would be the company, would be Big Dog Co. So that would be that, and that's the advertisement. And then this is the entire presentation. So thank you so much.